Chatwood. Sorry, I have a brother-in-law named Chipwood.
Yeah, there's a few Chipwoods around Delhi.
But he's a Chatwood. You already was a Chatwood.
Oh yeah?
No, you're saying officer that passed away is Chatwood?
Chatwood.
Okay, sorry about to hear.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's a colleague or a friend, but sorry to hear you passed.
No, he retired back in '96, so he's been gone a long time, but he had a heck of a career here, so.
Wow, why'd they have a funeral today? You said he passed, he retired in '96?
Correct, yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Hey. Okay.
I just watched, I think Sergeant Schlomer go down a one-way on the middle school road with no lights, no sirens, so
Inside the lot?
not the lot, but the roadway that it's kind of
Rapid
Rapid Run Middle School.
No, I'm saying, Rapid Run's the roadway.
Right.
And then you have the lot.
Yep, so if this is Rapid Run and the middle school's back here, there's a one-way where you go in this side and it kind of splits into two roads here, and then it rejoins where you exit one way.
I'm familiar with the lot.
Okay.
You were saying roadway, because it's
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think we're both kind of saying the same thing maybe. When you said lot, I thought parking lot.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't think of this as a lot because I think it's more like it's traveled for, it's for traveling, not for parking or anything. I guess there's parking on the sides, but we can call it a lot. So on this lot, that's also a one-way that goes this way only. He went down this way.
Okay.
Out
to the street?
No, the street's out here.
No, I'm saying he went in from the street to the school or out from the school to the street?
So he actually went from the fire department parking lot out to this road that's part of the middle school property.
Okay.
And he went all the way down the wrong way and then looped back up.
Okay.
Is that legal?
If he was responding to a call, yeah.
No emergency. And it sounded like the call that he might have been responding to was in the opposite direction.
Okay.
I can tell you what I think he was doing.
Sure.
I think he was talking to Officer Murphy, head of security over there, about whether we can get rich or not.
What do you mean get rich? Get rich
means can we somehow harass him, put him in jail, kick him off the property, take away his rights, oppress his freedoms, things like that.
Okay. So
because
that's wild speculation. Do you have any actual questions?
That's not wild speculation. I can give you the evidence behind it.
I think they're trying to get rich is a speculation.
Well, let me give you the evidence before you make judgment. Would that be fair?
Okay, it'll be fair, but I'll tell you this, because we've had these conversations before.
Not about this particular infraction.
That's fair, but let me just set the stage here, okay?
Okay.
Rich is out today. I came in last night for an incident. I've been in a funeral all morning. I have a use of force report I need to get done. Okay, so I don't have an hour to talk about something that happened back in June. So let's focus just on today.
I didn't bring up June.
I'm saying you're talking about, let's try to get
You just
rich.
made a false claim that it's a wild accusation, and you didn't even hear my evidence.
You said
this is standard operating procedure for Delhi, whether you're a lieutenant or an officer. This is standard operating procedure for Delhi Township. Prejudged without evidence. Is it a crime? Can you answer my initial question about what happened at about 45 minutes ago? He went down a one-way, the wrong way on school grounds. Is that a crime? That's my question.
It's a parking lot, it's not a roadway, so no, it's not.
It's a road. You're saying it's not a public road? You're saying because it's a limited public forum road?
It's a lane of travel in that parking lot, yeah.
So if I go down that road, various properties the wrong direction on public property like a school ground, if I go up to Oak Hill School and go down the wrong way, you're telling me all I can get is trespass from him? I ain't gonna get any infractions?
There's certain things that can get you, fire lane violations, traffic control devices.
If you've answered the question, I won't go on. Let me ask you one more question. If a car is going, let's say on Neeb Road, and they go over the turn left lane, let's say it's at the Rapid Run intersection, they're on Neeb Road, and you go over the left turn lane, and you go over into where oncoming traffic would go, you're going down the wrong way again.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What would you call that?
Left to center.
Left to center? Because left to center seems like a wheel or two wheels goes over, but I'm talking about all four, the whole vehicle's in the other lane.
It's the same charge.
You wouldn't call that reckless driving?
It's the same charge, it's left to center.
Not reckless driving.
It's left to center.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Because you're not anywhere near center, you're in the whole left lane.
It's left to center is what it is.
Okay. So I can go in another lane of oncoming traffic and all I'm gonna get is a left of center?
It's left to center. I'm not saying, okay, again, it's situation specific.
I'll let you go.
All right.
You have a good day, Lieutenant.
All right. Thank you.
Sorry to hear about your officer. It's nice that he has special privilege to get all those escorts by so many cars. Were you paid while you went to that funeral?
I'm on duty, yeah.
You got paid to go to a funeral?
I'm on duty, yeah.
Can I get paid to go to a funeral?
I'm sure if you have a job that'll allow that.
Did I have to pay for the vehicle that you used to go to that funeral?
What do you mean?
Did you use a public vehicle to go to that? Was that a private funeral?
Yeah, I used my township car to go to that funeral.
Your township car?
I did.
I'm glad I could provide those resources for you. While the citizens struggle with their own financial budgets, we get to pay for you guys. Now, when I went to my brother's funeral, did y'all pay for that? The taxpayers pay for that? Y'all, that officer that passed, how many officers gave him the escort today?
Oh, there were multiple city cars that helped out.
I think I counted about 12 cars, officer cars today. That's some privilege y'all got there. That's some nice privilege. You're lucky to have a civilian population that's willing to pay for that kind of crap with nearly no complaints, 0 complaints. Now, when y'all go and you use your car to go to the shopping center and stuff like that, do you have officers doing that? On their own private time, they drive from their house to their shopping center and back. Are you interested in seeing that video if I have it?
I don't know what you're referring to.
I'm asking you if I have video of an officer that's using their personal vehicle to go from their house off duty to the shopping store and pick up groceries and then come back to their house. Do you want video of that?
Sure, it depends on the situation. Some people are on call, some people are subject to call in. Sometimes that would be fine to do. Some people have errands to do while they're in training.
And sometimes the people doing that are on injury reserve where they can't do any kind of work, but we're gonna say they're on call anyway, huh? This place is a joke. It's fucking ridiculous. Y'all are out of fucking control. And I hope that you don't sacrifice your integrity and be the officer that arrests me when I commit no crime, because that's what this is coming to. Y'all have continued to escalate and escalate. And how many crimes have you seen me commit?
And how many times have you been arrested?
Threatened with arrest or threatened with violence?
How many times have you been arrested? None. Because we're not out here to arrest somebody if it's not a crime.
The only reason this man hasn't been arrested is because when they give me, this is my opinion, when they give me unconstitutional oppressions, I comply. That's the only reason I haven't been arrested. If I challenge their, with civil disobedience, their unconstitutional oppressions, I think you're gonna see me arrested. And here's the thing is I'm foreshadowing things. I foreshadowed a lot of things. And I say them before they happen, then I record them happening. I'm telling you, somebody's gonna arrest me unjustly. And I'm saying if it's gonna be you, first, please don't be that lieutenant. And if it is you, I'll forgive you at some point. I may be mad in a moment, but listen to, if you feel bad about it, listen to that, because that's your conscience speaking to you, telling you doing wrong things. And if you feel perfectly fine taking away 6.5 minutes, did you apologize to me for that?
What's that? You know what, I will apologize.
I don't want it now because I don't want it at time of request. Did Skylor Miller apologize? Did he give incorrect, as he put it, information to your chief that I was somewhere I never was, that I was not?
I don't know if he apologized.
You didn't even do the due diligence to find out if he basically gave false information to your chief? Because that's what I've been told. Did you watch a video where your chief talked to an apartment building manager? The apartment building manager told me that you watch the video, it's at the very end, the whole call. She tells me that your chief says she can't speak with me without the chief either being there or being aware of it or being part of the conversation. Why is the Delhi Police Department interfering in my ability to do commerce with a private institution? I'm a private citizen doing commerce with a private institution, and she's telling me that your chief is telling her that. Now what did your chief say? Your chief said that she lied to me.
Again, that's my understanding, was not what's said, which is what I think Rich told you last week.
So do you think that somebody a company I have a great relationship with, before y'all got involved, I left there, the last interaction I had with them in person is 2 of them and me are laughing. I'm walking out the door laughing because our relationship is so wonderful. Then you all show up based on false information, right?
So
my bad. I know you don't like that word.
Do you want to let me explain or finish?
Sure.
Okay. So I do apologize that what I received that day was not correct, okay? Now,
Are you apologizing for you or for them?
I will say this.
I don't understand your apology.
I'll get to it.
Okay.
All right? You're a guy that seems to know his rights, that claims to know the law, right?
No, I don't believe that's the case. I think I know my rights, but I'm not a lawyer, and I know that the problem isn't just with police enforcement. The problem isn't with just corrupt township administrators. The problem includes lawmakers and judges that are in the pocket of, I'll call it, the corrupt system.
Okay. So, I think you would know, if we get a call from an identified citizen, that's that's reasonable suspicion to stop somebody and investigate that.
Who got the call?
I got dispatched by my chief.
No, you said the citizen, when the citizen makes a call, not when the chief makes a call. Who made the call?
I don't know.
So you're responding to a call you don't know the source of, okay?
Just like if somebody would call up here, somebody called the chief, he dispatched me.
So
somebody calls the station and an officer's dispatched. Okay? Fair?
No, it's not a fair system.
Okay, well, I didn't ask it was a fair system, fair statement by me.
If that's what happened, then that is a fair statement. Yes.
I show up, you're in the area, the person that was described, that same area, I have every legal right to stop you, which is what the prosecutor agreed. Okay?
Corrupt prosecutor, in my opinion.
Sure.
We find that all the time on YouTube.
But once I find out that that's not the case, we're done. And I apologize for that amount of time that you were detained from walking
on your
around.
behalf.
I apologize for detaining you for that amount of time for what turned out to not be accurate.
Okay, are you apologizing for an act you did wrong, or you're just sorry that it happened?
I did exactly what I was trained to do. I did exactly what I've always done, which is get a call, go investigate it. If there's a crime, make an arrest. If there's not a crime,
you're just sorry I had to suffer as an innocent person, not that you did anything wrong.
Correct.
So if I tell you right now that Skylor Miller was on my street brandishing a gun recklessly, I don't know that he didn't do that, because you all said, well, it's not a false police report if they didn't know you didn't do it. I don't know that he didn't do that. So can I report that to you right now as a crime? No, because it's ridiculous. Go ahead and answer it. I'll let you answer. Can I report that I saw Skylor Miller brandishing a gun recklessly on my street?
Yeah, you can make that report.
Or not that I saw it, but that he did it even though I didn't see it and have no evidence?
You can make that report, sure.
That ain't a false report?
It would be false by you, but then it's on you.
And when he claims that I was on that green area, that was a false report by him, right? Then why aren't we getting him on a false police report, a false report?
Because incorrect information.
Because in our society, what's supposed to happen, and maybe Ohio's just behind the times and their freedoms, but what I find more often than not is they do whatever they want. Who's going to prosecute the prosecutor? They do whatever the F they want, and Skylor Miller can give false information to the police chief, and I can lose 6.5 minutes of my freedom because they didn't ask on the phone what's your, because people, just because you get a call doesn't mean the person calling articulated reasonable suspicion of a crime. Correct. So just a call alone doesn't give you the ARS. The fact that I was up there, this is common sense. This ain't about the law that may have all kinds of corrupt shit in it. Common sense, listen to me. Shut your mouth and listen to me. That's right.
But I can't talk.
That is absolutely right.
It's going to mess up your little video.
Not my video. Shut your mouth though. Listen to what I'm saying. When you go up there, what was your purpose for detaining me? Number one, I have a $250,000 house in the area paid off. Number two, you have no evidence I flee. Number three, you had articulable reasonable suspicion of why I was in that area legitimately. We had a conversation about an hour or two before that where I'm questioning you, letting you know I'm gonna be in that area legally. You know my intent, you know why I was in the area, so you know that I was in the area for legitimate purpose. And here's the thing, you didn't have to detain me. You could have gone, done your investigation.
That's not how it works.
Why did you detain me?
That's not how it works.
Why did you detain me?
That's how we operate.
So you did it just because the procedure says.
And they're right here. I don't say, all right, I'll let you know if you committed a crime. That's not how it works.
No, the way you're supposed to do it is if there isn't.
Like you know how I'm supposed to do it.
Well, let me ask you common sense. Other than just because that's the way we do it, because that's not a good reason. There needs to be a logical reason that backs the value system of why you're doing it. And we do it just because that's the way we do it ain't a good reason.
Safety, to stop somebody.
So you think I'm a threat to you?
I don't know.
I'm asking you on the day that you all detained me for 6.5 minutes, took away my most valuable things.
That's why those are best practices.
Were you afraid I was a flea risk? Were you afraid of your safety for me if you didn't detain me?
That's what we're trained to do.
You said in case I'm a safety risk.
I'm listing off reasons.
Are you saying I'm a safety risk? See, this is what hurts, Lieutenant, is I went online, I said, I want to do government accountability, what do you recommend? They said, start making, this is AI, it said, start making records requests and start forming relationships with people. I came up here, I tried to be friendly to you, I tried to build a bond with you. I looked up, took my time to see what the fuck actor does he look like? This should feel good for him, he looks like this. I reached out to you. And you spit in my face. That's how I look at it. You spit in my face and you're still spitting in my face.
Doing my job, spitting in your face. You know what?
No. If your job is to take away 6.5 minutes of an innocent civilian's most valuable stuff, then yeah, that's spitting in my face. Are you going to go detain Skylor Miller because I suspect he was brandished? I think he might have been brandishing a firearm. Did he say I might have been in the grassy area, or did he say I was in the grassy area?
Well, that's for the person that took the call to answer.
The difference who's in the fucking back pocket of
if you're banned from a property and you go up there and you're walking the line, I'm banned here, I'm walking the line, trying to start something.
No.
That's what you were doing.
No, it's not. No.
Okay.
Here's where your red line came in. Let me explain where your red line came in. The only time the red line came in is because I didn't have it memorized exactly when it went out. So when you want to go from one side of the apartments to the other and not go in the grassy area where I'm trying to be conscious and respectful of what y'all are telling me, I have to go out by the street. I have to walk out by the street. Not that High Pike, I have to walk out by where between the restaurants and the apartments, or I can walk all the way out to Delhi Pike. I chose to walk out by the street. Now there's a red line somewhere there that probably goes to the curb that starts the grassy knoll. So I'm walking as close to that red line as I can while still being legitimate, because on the other side of me is traffic. So I'm thinking that maybe I stepped on the red line by accident. I don't know exactly where it was at that point in time. And we had already discussed where your red line was on Delhi. You say no, but I didn't risk going in.
I know what you're doing up there. The same reason you're bushwhacking behind our business. The same reason you're going other places that you're told you're not supposed to do. You want to start.
Where else did I go I'm not supposed to go?
Up to the school. You want to start.
Really? So why wasn't I supposed to go there?
You want to start a conversation.
Why wasn't I supposed to?
Correct.
No. Here's the thing. You all forced the association between us, not me. If you want to make a deal with me right now, give me no more police services, I'll stop paying the money for taxes. You don't want to do that because you want to force an association while you say we have freedom of association. You're forcing this, and what I'm doing is I'm following the law. Now, up at the school, I believe I have a right to make a public records request at the school. Not only that, but Bill Murphy told me I could go to the schools and make a public records request. I go to the school to make a public records request. There's a sign there that says visitor. They ignore me. That's what they did. They ignored me. I'm buzzing.
I don't know.
You don't know anything about it.
I don't know anything about it.
But you're going to make the accusation without the evidence. You didn't hear my side of the story, but you're going to make the accusation on that particular scenario because you're judging me based on what other people said and what your experience in history, but I'm guilty of this crime that you have no fucking clue about.
You have no
fucking, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
All right, well, if you're not interested in what I'm going to say, I'm just going to go back in.
Go back in.
All right.
You're prejudging me based on where I'm allowed to be, where I was told I was allowed to be, and you can say I'm causing problems, but you're the ones taking away my freedom. I've taken away your freedom. You can leave anytime. This is a consensual conversation.
Well,
nobody's
give you your 6 minutes.
Lieutenant, I'm not forcing you here like you forced me.
Okay.
Piece of shit. So as soon as you start exercising rights, you're the problem person. You're creating problems. See, because the norm in this country is people don't even know that they can make public records requests. Most people don't even know it. So when they hear that someone's exercising that right, they don't think of it as a basic right, a duty, a fundamental. And I don't care how many people may naysay what I'm doing. I'm not comparing myself to Jesus or George Washington or Martin Luther King or any of those folks. But what I'm saying is that people, good people doing the right thing throughout history, and it ain't just those great people, it's not great people like me as well that are trying to do good things throughout history, and they get weaponized against. And what you're going to find is a lot of the population will call those people bad things. A lot of people naysay Jesus, don't even recognize his existence. A lot of people, even today, naysay Martin Luther King Jr. And luckily, I think some of that's changed, and more people come around and say he was a great man. He did do great things. But all throughout our history, we're going to see that, and I'm not saying I'm a great one. I'm just saying that when it happens to the great ones, you know it's happening to the average, not so great ones like me, and they are doing it to the great ones. They are. And if you don't think government is weaponized, let me have a little bit of your time. It ain't just weaponized against me, folks. This is a national trend throughout our country where one law says one thing and they do another thing. And when we win, when the citizens win, I'll show you the evidence. It takes years and a lot of money to, at the end, you might break even on your money, depending on what the situation is. If it's super egregious, you might make some money on it. I'm not in this for the money. I've been about government for a long time. I felt the abuses of government since I was a kid. I remember having a conversation with my uncle where I said his generation is to blame for the financial debt that we've incurred. Well, that is no more my financial generation. I am Rich Gages has a responsibility for the debt that we've incurred. And if you think life is fine and rosy and you have all this trust in government because you're in circles of middle-class people or educated, well-to-do people, I encourage you go into the ghettos, because there's a lot of people in this country, a lot of people suffering. And while you may be in Delhi looking around saying, oh, yes, it's fine and dandy, there's a lot of people suffering, and they're suffering at the hands of government. I'm not even talking about what's going on with me. I'm talking about people that end up getting dependent on government by government social engineering. I just witnessed in there firsthand him making prejudgments without even asking for my side of the story. And I guess his defense for that is that based on things I've done in the past, which he also didn't witness firsthand for the most part, also did not witness firsthand. And so I guess that lieutenant, and I'm just guessing here, he didn't say this, but I guess he puts his faith in the mainstream media. I guess I would bet you that when mainstream media comes up, see, they have a good relationship with mainstream media, right? Right? What I think is that, and we've seen this before, there's been investigations in other municipalities where this has been proven, is the PD, they get good stories told about them. They get the good stories, and in exchange, the PD will forward the stories to the mainstream media, so it makes the mainstream media's job easy, and that PD gets some level of shielding from the mainstream media for things that they may do wrong. And I can tell you, I met the media up here, some guy from Fox News and his cameraman, and I said, hey, listen, this is what a Delhi employee said. And I explained to him the alleged corruption that I was investigating, and they seemed really interested as I was describing it. But then by the end, they didn't seem to want to have anything to do with it. And I even called up with a follow-up call. He took my phone number, and they just don't want, they're just not going to report on the real issues in Delhi. And I am going to report on them. And I'm probably going to lose my freedom. I'm probably going to lose my financial independence that I've worked hard for. And you can say I'm doing this for me. You can make all your judgments, Lieutenant Meyer. You can make, as a public servant, you can make those judgments against a private citizen making claims that I'm the problem before you even get the evidence. I'm the problem before you even get the evidence.